Hello guys, si Is0bel ulit ito at welcome sa episode 56 ng laro tayo ng Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. So okay, tuloy na natin yung game natin. Malapit na tayo malapit na natin ma-encounter si Rambos dito sa TechCon 2056 na run para kay Is0bel. Konti na lang yan eh. A chartered bus carries you from Kai Tak to a mid-range hotel in Suen 1. All around you, the happy chatter of your fellow passengers fills your ears. You hear tech speak in a variety of languages and dialects, talk about new lines of drones and decks, arguments over innovations in data jack technology, and baseless speculations about the next season of Urban Brawl. Your guest badge, a glossy slip of laminated paper emblazoned with a flashy logo, hangs on a lanyard around your neck. Your ticket into the convention hall, and the only disguise that you should need. The bus drops you in front of the Harbor Spires Hotel, and you promptly circle around back to find the service entrance. Is0bel should be waiting for you inside. Okay, this time, naabutan ko yung dialogue. So, anyway, no last episode, guys, pagkatapos natin ng recording, inulit ko ulit sandali yung episode kasi may naiwan akong item na importante rin eventually eh. So, binalikan ko lang yun para makuha ko to. Ay, asan na yun? Wala siya dito. Hindi siya mission item kung gano'n eh. Anyway, ginawa ko lang yan kasi importante rin yun eh. For later eh. Kailangan umalis tayo. Paalisin ko na si Is0bel dito. Pinaalis siya ng bantay doon sa server room eh. What a damn nightmare this is turning out to be. I'm sorry, Tank, but I couldn't get you your VIP access. You got Rambos's room number, right? You got out of there in one piece, and without the cops getting drawn into this, that's what's important. Ito na lang siya. You're right. At least I know where we have to go. Rambos has a room in the VIP section, and I can get us there. There's only one problem. Without VIP access, you can't open the door without sounding an alarm. The picture on your PDA flickers worryingly. A moment later, Is0bel's image returns to the screen. Let you through from this side. That's what I'm gonna do now. I'll make my way down to you and open the door. I lost a bit of that. Are we gonna have communication problems again? You just cut out again. I thought you'd fixed our communication issues. Ito na lang. Maybe, a bit. I'm still using the kiosk to talk to you. But now that I'm not jacked in, I can't route messages to it directly anymore. Please stay put. If you lose the kiosk, we're gonna have serious communication issues. Got it. This is getting better and better. So, ito na lang. Got it na lang. Oh, and I may need your help if I run into more people up here. Tank, in case you hadn't guessed, I'm not exactly a social butterfly. And if things go loud, I'll really need your help. I've got your back. Let's do this. Okay, so teka. Napaalis na tayo dito, pero teka lang. Meron pa tayo pwede kunin dito eh. Saan ba yun? Saan ba siya nakalagay? Dito yata. Check ko na lang. Dito palabas. Teka, hindi mo na. Dito muna tayo, dali lang. Okay. Search computer. Hindi kaya tayo madisgrasya dito. Hindi naman siguro. Sige. Is0bel takes a quick glance at the terminal. I'll be damned. It's logged into an admin inbox and somebody left it unlocked. I can't open the door for you from here, but we can read the messages if you want. It's more important that you get to this door and let us through. Leave it. Do it. Sige. Just do it. Is0bel turns the camera in her PDA to face the screen of the terminal. Amber text on a stark black background swims into focus. HR Serve Hotel Messaging Service version 2.0. Read messages. Maintenance. Ghost in the machine. Admin. Leave it unplugged. Maintenance. It came back. Admin for damage control. Open the first message, Is0bel. Hopang Nancy. To admin Wing C. Look, I'm gonna come right out and say it. The security guys are right. There's something horribly wrong with that noodle extruder. Ano kaya problema? I ran a diagnostic on it this afternoon. I was halfway through recalibrating the broth nozzles when the damn thing started humming. And sure enough, it started churning out steaming hot boxing noodles. Just dumping them into the palms of my hands. You don't even want to see the blisters I'm sporting right now. Now here's the freaky thing. The dough hopper was empty. I unloaded it myself prior to beginning the diagnostic. I want to repeat that. It was producing dough out of thin air. Okay, yeah. That machine is haunted. You want my advice? You'll get rid of it before the show. Hopang Nancy. Mrs. Binks nonplussed. Huh? I don't know what I was expecting this message to be, but that wasn't it. You want me to keep going? Okay, second message naman. Admin Wing C. Deck on all. The noodle extruder in the food court area is out of order and should be left unplugged until further notice. Under no circumstances should any hotel or Decon employee tamper with this device. Maintenance is looking into it. Again, do not plug in the extruder. Severe disciplinary action will be taken against any employee caught disobeying these instructions. Wing C. Alright, you want me to open another message? Sige, buksan natin lahat. Third message. Hopang Nancy. The admin, Wing C. Okay, I'm getting seriously creeped out over here. The damn noodle extruder is back, see? I can't explain it. We boxed the thing up yesterday and sent it to the manufacturer. It wasn't here 5 minutes ago. But now that we've opened the doors and the show is underway, I'm strolling through the food court and there it is, just sitting there with a line already forming. Oh. What the hell do we do? You and I both know that doesn't have any dough in it. There's no seasoning in the spice reservoir. We don't have it hooked up to the hotel's water supply. The fucking thing isn't even plugged in. Where are the noodles coming from? What do we do? O nga, no. Okay yun na. Ano nga yun? Saan nagagaling? Hopang Nancy. What do you want me to do, Tank? Open up the last message. Admin Winksy. Hopang Nancy. It's too late, Nancy. At least a dozen people have already eaten from the thing. We can shut it down. We can shut it down now, and we sure as hell can't let anyone know about it. If people were to get sick, the show could be held liable. Look, if it's any consolation, I've been porting through the logs of all shows to see if anyone had mentioned the noodle extruder, and I found something. This exact conversation, 14 years in a row. I don't know what's happening with this machine. I don't know where it came from. or how or why, but it's a part of DECCON. Nobody can get rid of it. Nobody knows how it works. It just does. And people keep coming back to visit it. Bakit kaya? Ano yun? Ano yun? I think that this is a blessing in disguise. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. Just don't question it, and everything will be okay. Winksy. I don't even know what to say about this. What do you want me to do? I've seen enough. Get down here and get us through this door. She steps back. She steps back away from the terminal. Okay, I'm on it. Okay, pasaway yun ha. Ano yung... Ano na yan? Ba't ganun yun? Okay. Ano dito? Ano yun? Info about the conference room. Conference room schedules. Tells you about a high-level exec in conference room 3 on the bottom floor. Okay. Dito. O meron doon. Ayun. Advanced medikit. Manage natin. Lagyan natin sa ano, stash. Okay. Labas na tayo dito. Pero bago tayo lumabas, save muna natin. Teka lang. Is0bel's outline goes fuzzy the moment she... Ano? Is0bel's outline goes fuzzy the moment she sets foot into the elevator. A loud rhythmic whooshing sound dominates the low end of your PDA speakers. It sounds a bit like the rotors of a helicopter. Andun lang guys. Heads up, Is0bel. We're getting a lot of interference here. An elf in his mid-20s steps aside to let Is0bel at the floor selector panel. He looks wired, cheatery, slim to the gills. Most likely, there's not telling how long it's been since he's gotten a wink of sleep. Is0bel punches the button for the ground floor. Working the show, huh? That has to be hard. The elf smiles down on Is0bel, his expression affable. I'd feel tempted to blow off work and go check out the kiosks, maybe take in a panel or two. Say yeah, it's tough all night. I wish that I could just drop everything and explore. Who says that I haven't? Tell him this Decker stuff isn't really my cup of tea. I'm just here to work. Lang. She starts in repeating your words with forced sincerity. This Decker stuff isn't really my... She falls silent. You can see her staring at the man's VIP badge. Is0bel, what's wrong? Just say what I tell you, Is0bel. Don't go off script. Lang. Her eyes remain locked on the man's badge. Kane Ding, huh? That's an interesting street name. Been decking under it long? A couple of years now, he smiles. Longer than anyone else to use the handle. I don't know what you're doing, but be careful. Just smile and nod, Is0bel. You're trying to go unnoticed, remember? If she heard you, she doesn't acknowledge it. I know who you are. You're the one who shut down the Kowloon City power grid 6 months ago. He clears his throat. Yeah, that was me. Let's just keep that between ourselves though, alright? The tittle stunt screwed over a lot of local techers. Her voice is soft, but you can detect a definite undertone of hostility. A couple of them soaked up nasty hits of dump of dump shock because of it. You wrecked the grid while they were jacked into their home machines. My team was in a bind. They needed a power outage right then and there, or they were cooked, so I gave them one. It was the best solution to a bad situation. Let's leave it at that. An icy silence descends on the elevator car. A few seconds later, Is0bel pierces it. There was this decker. She lived out in Heyoy, called herself Spinster. She was a good person. Now she's in the ground. She never came back out of the coma that your stunt put her into. Another long pause. Slowly, Ding extends his hand toward the emergency brake. Is0bel, do you want to get loud? Because that's where this road takes us. Snap out of it, Is. We aren't here for this guy, and we can't afford to start shooting it. Sige to. She balls her hands into fists. You can read the tension in her body language. She's biting her tongue. At least that's what I heard. I'm just a caterer. I'm not a decker myself. He stares down at Is0bel. The smile has vanished from his face. Yeah, sure you're not. You've come to get me, haven't you? To take revenge for your friend. Did her people put out a contract on me? Is that it? Say, I'm not a decker, honest. I'm just a caterer who spends way too much time lurking on the Shadowrun BBS. Say yes, I took the contract, but I've decided not to go through with it. When the elevator stops, walk away and don't look back. Tell him I was just pulling your leg. There was no spinster. You didn't kill anybody. Ito lang. Yes, I took the contract, but I've decided not. Abruptly, the connection cuts to static. This isn't good. Well, that figures. Please, Is0bel, don't be doing anything stupid right now. The static pops and hisses for 10 seconds. 20. Finally, the picture warbles back into view. Kenting is in mid-sentence, practically frothing with rage. Did what I had to do. Did what I had to do. Did what I had to do. If you were in my position, you'd have done the same if you'd have gotten them killed. He's shouting. The sound of it reverberates in the cramped confines of the elevator car. There was no third way out of that scenario. Is0bel starts to respond. The anger is clear in her tone. I would not have. Is0bel, stop, listen to me. No choice na. She stops short. What? You're crazy, an insane person, and when I get out of this elevator, I'm going to the hotel security office. Teka. Tell him this. I'm sorry. You're right, sir. I've been clinically diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic. And this morning, I forgot to take my meds. Wag naman. The hell with it. Tell him that if he does, he's a dead man. Tell him you're with the Yellow Lotus. Apologize to him and sound like you mean it. That's the only way we're getting out of this. Out of this now. Tell him to chill out. Get a grip, pal. You're losing your cool over nothing. Ito na lang. Ang katrabaho naman talaga tayo para kay Kylie Chang eh. You don't want to turn me in. My boss would be very unhappy. I work for Kylie Chang. The color drains from his face. He begins to stammer. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean. The comms have cut out again. This is getting old. As quickly as it went, the picture flickers back onto your PDA screen. Kenting looks calmer now. The elevator is descending. Remember what we discussed. You keep your cool, and this turns out well for the both of us. We live and let live, understood? Yes, I didn't want any trouble from you in the first place. I'm just glad it was all a misunderstanding. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'll be happy if this is the last that I ever see of you. Pasaway. The feeling is mutual. The car finally slides to a halt, and the elevator doors slide open. The other decker doesn't get off. Enjoy the rest of the show. Now get the move on, Isabel. Nice. Have Isabel open the door. Keep Isabel alive. Isabel open the VIP door. Save nga muna natin pansamantala. Uh, Burahin natin yung isa. Teka. Buburahin ko lang isang save file. Dalawa to eh. Muntik ko na mabura yung save file natin for now. Okay. Muntik na madisgrasya doon na. Buti na lang nakalusot tayo kahit paano. The hallway ahead is blocked by a tree of struggling bodies. A blackout drunk troll hangs slung between a pair of cursing security guards, one male and one female. As you watch, they struggle valiantly to drag her down the hallway. The troll's voice comes out in an inebriated roar. Unhand me, you fools! The older of the two guards, a middle-aged man with a pompadour haircut, struggles with all his might to keep his prisoner's flailing arms constrained. Don't let her go, Ho Yi. She has the strength of 10 men. Yes, sir. You recognize her as the guard who was standing by the employee entrance on the show floor. How she got roped into troll-holing duty is anyone's guess. The security captain locks eyes with Is0bel. He barks out an order. Clear the hall. Say nothing. Well, this doesn't look good. Great, another roadblock. Say nothing na lang muna. With an exaggerated motion, the troll swings her head towards Is0bel. You, dwarf girl, help me. Eesh. She hiccups mightily. The sound reverberates in your ears. Eesh, dreckheads want me to leave because I'm a troll. What's happening here? None of your business. You're not Elven hotel staff. You shouldn't be back here at all. He hugs the troll's left arm to his chest, with all of his strength, desperately trying to weigh her down. He lifts his feet a few inches off of the floor, then slams him back down. He lets out an audible whimper. Now clear! Clear the way and report to your manager. Quit fighting me, damn it! Before I talk to him for you. The former door guard stares at Is0bel. Recognition dawns on her face. Hey, I remember you. You said that you had to meet some caterers up on 6. What are you doing down here? Socialite, sayang. Tell them, sorry, I had to get more fuel canisters for the chafing dishes. We were told that you had some here. Okay, say I was just checking to see Anyone down here wanted a drink. Tell him to back off. I don't have to answer to you. I'm not hotel personnel. Ito na lang. Just checking to see if anyone needed a drink. You wanted a mojito? A mojito? The man strains against the troll's drunken efforts. His brow is beaded with sweat. You, ah, you shouldn't hold still. Be here. Not even to offer drinks. The troll looks. The troll looks down on Is0bel and issues mush mouth a mush mouth plea. Ignore these pigs and help me. I'll take the ramp on the left. You take the right. Ano ba yan? The troll bucks against the guard's grasp, nearly breaking away from them. They double down on their attempts to hold her. Pasaway. Is0bel stares into the PDA. She looks irritated. To hell with this. It's a waste of time, and we've got a schedule to keep. He hands, her hands move towards her weapon. What do you mean? What schedule? Tell him the catering schedule. We're serving dessert in 19 minutes. Same, say my work schedule after I'm done here. I need to pull a double shift at Uncle says, ayun, nandito yung dialogue na yun. Uncle says, House of Pork. Say that you misspoke. Quick, what rhymes with schedule? The hell with it. Light them up. We'll be up there to join you directly. Ito na lang. Dapat ito yung option pero kaya naman ng intelligence. Sige. Tell him the catering schedule. We're serving dessert in 15 minutes. The dessert schedule. We're dishing out pie in 15. The guard looks at her boss. The security captain strains courageously against his captive's flailing arm, oblivious to everything but his own struggle. Look, just hurry back to the kitchen and get out of here. Get out of our hair. She steps aside to let Is0bel pass. Good job, Is0bel. That was close. I can't wait until we're done with this. I'm tired of walking you through this crap. Ito na lang. There is a brief pause, then she mutters a response under her breath. The mic barely picks it up. This is exhausting. No more improvisations for me. I'm done with this. From now on, I'm your parrot. Just tell me what to say and I'll say exactly that. If that's the way you want to play it. Alright, sure. I'll do all the heavy lifting. Heavy lifting then, I guess. After what almost happened in the elevator, I think that's a good call. Kasi ito na lang. Okay, nakaligtas tayo dito sa di tayo nag-cause ng problema dito, so okay, so safe na for now. Save muna natin ulit. Andali. Medyo pahirapan to pero at least ligtas tayo. Kasi hindi tayo pwede mag-trigger ng laban Pwede naman gawin daw to na walang fight Okay. So hindi natin mabubuksan yung pintuan na yan. Elevator door, hindi natin kailangan buksan yan. Sige lang, tingnan lang natin. Nakasave naman andito pa siya. Wala lang. An impressive-looking man in a starched white coat blocks the hallway. He turns and you recognize the familiar pastry magic and more insignia on his lapel. He fixes his gaze on Is0bel and the expression on his face is anything but happy. What are you doing back here? We went over this in the staff meeting this morning. I'm the one who's covering this area. The VIPs are to be handled by managers only. You should be on the convention hall floor. I got turned around. These hotels all look the same to me. I know, sorry. They sent me back here, but I think it was a prank. Ano lang. I know, sorry. They sent me back here, but I think it was a prank. Looks like she was telling the truth after her encounter with the guards. She's repeating everything you say verbatim. And you fell for that. You had specific instructions to stay on the show floor. I didn't know. I'm new here. I must have missed the meeting. I didn't get those instructions. Ito na lang. I didn't know. I'm new here. Yeah, no shit. I don't reckon. You become dimly aware of a figure looming behind you in the convention hall. You here? You must be joking, man. You've been on that kiosk for 20 minutes now. Well, excuse me. What? He leans in, gets in your face. You can taste the onions on his breath. Mahal yan, ha? Mahal ang sibuyas ngayon. I said it's time to get off the damn demo kiosk. You've been hugging it for way too long. And there's a line here. Sorry, I'm still using it. Back down, man. You'll get your turn. Just give me 5 more minutes and it's all yours. Kasi ito na lang. Medyo civil tayo. Just give me 5 more minutes and it's all yours. What's all mine? What are you talking about? You aren't even one of our employees, are you? Do I need to get security? I said that's enough. I've been following the devs of this software for months now, and I traveled 17 hours to try it out myself. You do not get to tell me what I flew here for nothing. Get the hell off of the kiosk, or I'm calling security. Calm down and let's talk about this. This doesn't have to get violent. Be my guest. I work for this hotel's owner. The security team is going to take my word over yours. Get out of my face before I break your damn nose. Oh, to hell with this. Change your plans, Is0bel. We're going loud. Ato na lang. Oh yeah? And what do you do here exactly? He stands hands on his hips. His jaw thrust out. Tell me why I have to wait on you. Be my guest. I work for this hotel's owner. The security team is going to take my word over yours. Pasaway. Pati yun, ano niya, i-repeat niya. You work for the owner? So then, you're not a pastry magic employee. He sounds skeptical. So then, why are you wearing one of our uniforms? I'm here to check up on the vendors here at the show. Tech vendors, the catering crew, all of it, to make sure that the reputation of our venue isn't tarnished. I'm here to gauge customer satisfaction with the show. We're trying to decide whether to host TechCon again in 57. Collecting candid interviews with convention goers and subcontractors is part of that. Ito na lang. The decker continues to stare, hands on his hips. Huh? Well, okay, I guess. Just try to make it quick, okay? I really want to get my hands on that software, and I'm not leaving until I do. I'm here to check. Inulit lang niya. Oh, you're like a secret shopper, that sort of thing. He stares down at Is0bel, a newfound respect on his face. Well, I hope you'll tell your employers that Pastry Magic and More Catering went above and beyond the call of duty to respect your hotel and its rules. Pasaway. Yeah, I will. In the convention hall, the decker that you were arguing with backs away to a respectable distance. Nice. The catering manager steps aside to let Is0bel pass. Okay. Kala ko matidisgrasya pa tayo dun eh. So, save muna natin. Hindi kasi tayo pwede mag-trigger ng laban eh. Masisira yung cover natin eh. Okay. Check muna natin dito sa dulo. Okay, wala. Okay, go. Let's got it. Okay, this bukas na. Have Is0bel opened the gate? Kita na natin yung ano ni Rambus. Okay. Ayan tayo, konti na lang. Kailangan na lang natin siya, ano, dito na siya eh. So, save muna natin. Hopefully magagawa na natin kaagad to. Teka. 10 minutes pa naman eh. Hopefully matapos natin to kaagad. Straightforward lang naman pala eh. Save natin ulit. Di baling medyo ano, marami tayong save. Ang mahalaga, at least na natin. Hindi tayo matidisgrasya if ever. Ito na siya. As you burst through the door, you find yourself standing face to face with a small, heavily tattooed man. Geometric shapes of all descriptions trace their way from his temples down to his cheeks and neck to his shoulders. His eyes continue the motif. Each of his irises are a slanted rectangle. Okay, Rambus looks at Is0bel and sighs. If he's surprised to see her, he doesn't show it. You finally want them back, huh? The memories that we locked away. I always knew that you would one day. But you got so hostile after the procedure. I didn't think you'd come around this sooner. Is0bel glowers at him, her cheeks darkening. Oh, get bent, Rambus. I got hostile with you because you got hostile with me. Like hell I did. I tried to give you some advice as a friend. If memory serves, you called me a patronizing bastard and slagged my deck. Was I just supposed to take that without punching back? Oh, Is0bel, you slag his deck. From what she tells me, you were... Hang on a sec, ato na lang muna. Is0bel cuts in, her normally small voice growing raucous. I called you a patronizing bastard because that's what you were being. You wouldn't have taken that tone if I were a guy, or an orc, or a troll. You talked down to me like I was your little sister or something. Well, guess what? I'm not. Whoa, hold up. I talk that way to you because... She shouts over him, cutting him short. Also, punch back. That's a funny way of putting it. You tailored an ESP to troll all of my posts on Shadowlands. What kind of prick would do a thing like that? Oh, fast forward ko pasaway. She rears back in indignation. That wasn't me. I would never hurt a cat. If I were going to have someone killed, it would have been you. Please keep going. This is good fun. Pipe down, both of you. We're going to hash this out together. You two sound like bickering teenagers, actually. Check that. You are bickering teenagers. Both of you shut up. Ato na lang. Kailangan sibilisado tayo dito eh. You're the muscle, I take it. You and your friend and his really impressive drone. Thank you. Koshik scuttles forwards menacingly. Its claws weaving in the air. Smile. Ractor smiles. His voice goes up an octave, and he points a trembling finger at Is0bel. She brought you brought you brought you along too, to beat the information out of me, didn't she? Beat isn't the word that I'd use. Koshik is better equipped for ripping and tearing. He gives the Wampoan an encouraging nod. A good thought, though. You have a firm grasp of the situation. Rambus swallows. Rambus swallows hard. He opens his mouth to speak, but no words come out. His eyes are locked on the drone, that's slowly scuttling toward him. Yeah, that's right. I'm the muscle, so shut your mouth until I tell you to speak, or you're gonna have problems. Got it? I'm just a man with a job, and Is0bel tells me that you have something that can help me do it. Calm down. I'm not going to beat you up unless you force me to. Ato na lang. I can't believe that this is happening to me. All over me, trying to do you a favor. He shakes his head at Is0bel. That'll teach me to try to give a friend some good advice, I guess. Hit him. If you're gonna keep whining like that, I'll give you something to whine about. That's the second time you've said that. This whole feud started over you trying to give Is0bel advice. Oh boohoo, your unsolicited advice wasn't appreciated. I'll cry you a river. Ato na lang. Yes, I don't even remember what we were talking about. I think maybe I was telling her what kind of RAM to pick up for a tech. Something like that. It was a long time ago. It wasn't. It wasn't what you said, Rambus. It was how you said it. He stares up at him fuming. And the argument was nothing. It was what you did after, the argument that was unforgivable. Taking the moral high ground isn't going to work for you here. You attacked me first, and for no reason. Advance on Rambus. The hell with this. I'm here for the software you're holding, not to reconcile your lost friendship. Okay, from what I'm getting here, you both hate each other, but you were friends, right? Ito na lang. Once, I guess. You guess? You let me perform amateur brain surgery on you. Hell, you begged me to. We were friends, Is0bel. Good friends. And then you went and messed it all up. Ano siya? Parang si Jake Armitage. Pina-modify ni Is0bel yung memories niya. Both of you shut up. I get what's happening here. This is an argument about nothing that's spun out of control. Amateur brain surgery. Please explain what that means. What the hell has this been about? Sige, ito lang. My memories, the ones about my childhood, the ones that I'd lost. They weren't gone. They're in headwear storage, locked away behind an encryption key. I've got them, but I can't see them without it. That was your idea, is keeping them, I mean. You told me to hold on to the key for you, just in case you ever needed them back. I know, Rambus, but after everything that had happened, I couldn't just ask you to... You want the encryption key for the memories that we locked away? It's yours. I don't envy you the pain that you'll feel when you unlock them, but they belong to you. Okay. He keys a series of buttons in on his PDA. Is0bel's PDA buzzes a moment later. There, check your inbox. You've got the key. Do with it what you will. I was holding on to it for you anyway. Is0bel blinks confusedly. But I thought that we were enemies now. We were, but there was no reason for us to be. Just take the key and go. Have a nice life. He waves her off. He looks exhausted. Say nothing. There, see how easy that was? Say nothing na lang. Isabel stares at Rhombus, a neutral expression on her face. Finally, she speaks up. I'm sorry, Rhombus. I don't know how things got as bad as they did. Timer na, so kailangan tapusin natin to. But as bad as they did. But sorry. Her voice goes solemn. I'm going to find out what happened to Captain Whiskers. I promise you that. That'd be nice of you, Is. I'd appreciate it. Almost bashfully, his gaze flits to the ground. He looks away and color surges to his cheeks. Wait, Is? I've uh, I've got something of an admission to make. She rolls her eyes. Look, I get it, Rom. You've always liked me. I hate to break it to you, but it was never that big of a secret, and I know that's why you. His eyes go wide. He raises his hands, palms out, and shakes his head. What? No, Is. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. I mean, you're a nice girl. You're a nice girl and all, but just no. Color rushes to her cheeks. But then what? My panic button. He flips his sleeve inside out, and you can see a blinking red light embedded in the fabric. I tripped it when you broke in. The cops are on their way. But wait, don't freak out. I'll call them off for you. Oh, she shuffles her feet, looks away. Thanks. Hey, what are friends for? You just wait here. I'll go meet them in the hall and draw them off to another room. Shouldn't take 2 seconds. Oh, it is? It was nice catching up with you. Good luck with the whole memory thing. You're gonna need it. She nods neatly. Rambus takes off at a run, then disappears down the hall. So, kailangan natin umuwi. Tapos na. Nagawa natin na maayos. Nice. Uwian na lang. Uwian na lang. So, wala na tayong gagawin dito. Uwi na. And, save muna natin just in case. Just in case na may trouble pa rin. Pero sabi naman niya tatanggalin niya, papaalisin yung mga pulis eh. So, let's go. Okay. Uwi na. You're about to leave this location and return to Heyoy. Continue? Okay, tapos na eh. Tapos save na natin guys pagbalik natin sa Heyoy. The bus trip back to Kaitak is quieter than the ride in was. Your fellow passengers sit crumpled in their seats, barely moving, barely speaking. Their Deccan 2056 t-shirts hang loose on their frames, and their once cherished guest badges have been crumpled into their pockets. You've seen more lively groups on their way to the morgue. Isabel looks up at you, her eyes full of the same post-con fatigue that you see in everyone else's. She gives you a small smile and taps her temple with a fingernail. You've got what you came for. The show is over. It's time to go home. Nice. Save na lang natin pagdating sa Heyoy. So nakuha pala natin yung dialogue na hinihintay ko, ano ba yan? Hindi rin eh. Kinaya naman yung intelligence check eh. Anyway, at least kumpleto yung mga yung mga quests natin. 8. Items tayo. Okay. Meron pa tayo. Kunin natin itong mga ano natin. Unahin ko na muna yung decking. So, meron pa tayong 6 points. Pwede ko mag-body. Quickness. Sige, quickness na lang muna. Tapos ano, strength. Tama, quickness na lang muna. Tapos sabulin natin tong dodge. Teka. Actually, parang gusto kong kunin to, pero wag na muna. Confirm ko muna kung makukuha ko yung... Meron tayong dapat na bonus na ano dito eh. For now, yan na lang muna. Ay! Hindi na approve yung isa, teka. Ayan, at least confirm natin yan. Hindi ko alam kung makukuha ko isa, so for now yan na lang muna. Save na lang muna natin, tapos tuloy na lang natin next episode. Okay guys, teka. Isa pa, para lang sigurado, tapos end natin. Dahil natin mawala yung confirmation. Okay. Check nga natin guys kung may achievement na nakuha doon. Teka. O yun na, walang bago. Kala ko may nakuha eh. Anyway, kaya is0bel sa signing off. Next episode na lang ulit.